Whew. It's going to be on Neo Ground Zero. And here we go. Spawning as the orange Zerg at the top right corner, we are going to have LRM Bakuryu, the mustache Zerg. Oh yeah, come on Bakuryu, all kill. Bakuryu all kill, always 5 pulling, just kidding. Anyway, at the bottom left, as the red Zerg, we will sass Ziki. Actually, I believe it's Shiki, that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Maybe I should say that from now on. I feel like I should probably not mispronounce like the best player in the Foreigner scene's name or ID or whatever. Z1, Z7. Oops. So yeah. Bakuryu has now come forward to take down the almighty Ziki. Now Bakuryu is actually a very low APM player, but he's a very smart player. But I mean, it's kind of very interesting because in ZVZ, obviously, you know, the most obvious thing you need to be amazing at if you want to be good at ZVZ is to have like solid muta control. And that requires having really high APM to be able to, you know, to not only control your mutas well, but also to, you know, be macroing up and doing other things and multitasking, you know, defending link counterattacks at the same time. Really requires some high level or some high APM rather. So I'm not sure how Bakuryu feels about that. On the other hand, though, as I said, Bakuryu is a very smart player, and you know, you can do some pretty tricksy things in ZVZ, like we saw last game with those mind games of trying to draw, or Ziki trying to draw Technics' mutas away with his lings and things like that. So maybe Bakuryu can use his wiles to take down Ziki. Ziki, meanwhile, has actually gone for a 12 hatch here, taking a bit of a risk, whereas Bakuryu went for the 12 pool. So Ziki, you know, once again, getting a slight build order advantage, I think. Especially since it's a cross map, like really no way for Bakuryu to punish that. Looks like, yeah, Bakuryu just going for the very standard 12 pool expand. I think that's actually a smart move by Ziki, because Bakuryu's a player who's, you know, very kind of solid and safe. He doesn't really do anything cheesy. You know, I hesitate to say he's predictable, because that kind of has a negative connotation, but you know, he kind of is a little bit. So yeah, I think that's probably why Ziki felt like he could do this, take this small risk going for the 12 hatch. What else was I going to say? Damn, I had another good point. I forgot. I don't know. Anyway, but I mean, last game, you know, we saw Technics go for an overpool against Ziki's 12 pool. So in theory, Ziki should have been in a good position in the early game, and yet Technics managed to, with some really amazing Zerglian control, take an advantage going into the mid game. So perhaps Bakuryu will be able to do something similar. We shall see. Looks like Bakuryu has gone straight for, or sorry, no, he went for speed first and then has gone for his lair now. And he's only got 2 guys on the gas. I believe that is intentional. Does have a lot of lings running across as well, across the map as well, spotted by Ziki's Overlord here. While one random link gets pushed back here at the natural. Ziki, in fact, deciding that he needs a sunken colony to help defend this. Perhaps just going to make a couple of extra drones in addition to that sunken. And Bakuryu, where's his speed? His speed should be finished very shortly here. He's going to pull back upon seeing the sunken though without losing a Zergling, so that's nice for him. It looks like, yeah, his speed has just now finished. Wait a minute. Yeah, it does. Okay, it has finished. And he's making a creep colony of his own. So actually, look at this. Bakuryu actually pulling back, and it feels like now he's the one that's going to be droning and perhaps trying to play a bit of catch-up. So he doesn't want to lose any counterling aggression from Ziki. So he's going to make his own sun colony. Of course, the choke here is fairly wide. There's a lot of surface area for the opponent to kind of run and engage with Ling. So this kind of thing is probably a good safety measure to be taking. Now, meanwhile, looks like Ziki though, Bakuryu went for speed first and then lair. Ziki though, of course, going for the 12 hatch opener, decided to play defensively and thus went for the lair before the link speed, because he's going to just chill at his natural with his links anyway. He doesn't need the link speed very early to go and attack. So he's actually got a much faster lair than Bakuryu. So Bakuryu spires at just under 200 HP now, whereas Ziki's spire is over halfway done at 350 HP now, it looks like. And now Zeke goes in. I think he went just close enough to click on the Spire and see exactly how far it was along. And then he's like, alright, I know, you know, exactly the timing of your Spire, so I can just move my Overlord away now and try and let it live a little bit longer. And now a lot of lings are actually coming after Zeke. Bakuryu sees a few of them. I'm not sure how many lings that this Overlord saw, but what is Bakuryu actually making? Okay, he is making some lings. He's got a decent setup here, but man, this ling attack could be quite dangerous for Bakuryu. He's going to lose a couple of drones at least here. Oh, wow! Somehow doesn't lose either of those drones. That drone had 2 HP left, and this attack I don't think is going to go well for Zeke. Zeke getting a slightly better concave actually there. It looks like despite Bakuryu's defensive position, but it looks like no! This is going to go Bakuryu's way. Zeke going to run in the main with 5 Zerglings. Bakuryu in hot pursuit with 7 Zerglings of his own. He's going to lose a single drone, but then take out the rest of the lings. So that attack did not do too well for Zeke. I think Bakuryu ideally would have liked to not lose that drone as well, but you know, I think that was definitely a win for him there. And now he's making his mutas. He hasn't made the mutas from the other 3 larvae though. Not really balancing his larvae very well. Perhaps might have wanted to make 2 there and 1 there so that both hatcheries could be generating larvae at the same time. But you know, that's kind of one of those minor nitpicky things. I'm sure what he was thinking was, oh, I'll just hit, you know, 0 SM or whatever hotkey he has his hatchery on, 5 SM, and then just make mutas. Anyway. Looks like Zeke now with his own mutas out. Gonna pick off an Overlord here from Bakuryu. Bakuryu gonna do the same. Both players gonna trade an Overlord. Zeke actually going over with his mutas, and Bakuryu actually gives it up. He realizes that Zeke with his 4 mutas, of course he saw, or sorry, 5 mutas, was close enough and had enough mutas that Bakuryu actually couldn't get that Overlord, and he might actually lose a second Overlord here. That'd be horrible for Bakuryu. He's just trying to posture a little bit and scare Zeke away because he actually doesn't have enough to take it, and Bakuryu loses 2 Overlords without getting any in return. He's now at 28 of 18 supply, where Zeke's at 34 of 34. Bakuryu really not in a good position right now. And Zeke, he's moving to the main. Taking out a 3rd Overlord here. Oh man, Bakuryu, he just can't make anything now, but oh, is Bakuryu going to engage? He's going to try and micro down these Scourge, and here we go. Now we're going to see, oh, he loses 1 of his mutas to Scourge. That should not be happening. This is what I'm talking about. Bakuryu can't quite keep up on the muta control, it seems. I mean, look, he's only at 170 APM right now, whereas Zeke's at 370. Zeke having the advantage of 200 additional actions per minute over poor little Bakuryu, and he's just going to massacre the drone line. No, going to go away after just getting 2 drones. Not going to overcommit, but you know, he's just mining away happily, making more mutas. And Bakuryu though is going for a link counterattack, but I don't think that's going to do too much. Yeah, it's going to get caught here. And now Bakuryu just losing all of his drones. He's down to half the supply of Zeke. And that's going to be that. Oh, whoa! How did these guys get in? Oh my god, what the hell? Zeke apparently not paying attention, letting 3 of his drones die. A little bit unlike him, but I don't think that's enough to make a difference here. It's too little too late for Bakuryu. He's down to 25 supply against 42. There's nothing he can do. He's going to get supply blocked again when he loses that. Oh, Zeke's just making sure he doesn't accidentally hit the Overlord with his Scourge. And yeah, Zeke's just going to micro these down easy peasy. Oh, I think he actually lost 2 mutas there, surprisingly enough, but that's not going to be enough. Bakuryu, I don't know why he separated the Scourge from the muta. He should have been chasing with the mutas as well to get some free shots off. But anyway, this is probably going to be the last engagement here. Bakuryu's final stand. And, well. Oh god. GG! Zeke with the 2 kill. Alright, who will LRM send next? I hope we don't just get like 4 ZVZs in a row, because LRM has a lot of Zerg players. So, and the thing is, if you're trying to beat a Zeke